bone conduction headphones. Yeah, bone conduction. And if you don't know what that is, it is basically the sound is transmitted through the bone rather than in the ear. Yeah, quite clever actually. So these are Sam and Johnny YS01, and I will stick links in the video description in case you want to go and buy one. So it's a little bit battered, or the boxes anyway, as you can see, and it wasn't sealed. Well, that part wasn't sealed. The bottom was sealed. It looks like it's been resealed actually, but the top wasn't. It's been battered, but it should work just fine. So these have a microphone. They come with a microphone, and these are perfect for general use, or someone who works in a business or an environment where they use headphones and microphone, like a telephone receptionist, someone like that. Get that out of the way. Let's have a look underneath. So it comes with a nice little bag. What's in here? Again, it's battered. So we have a USB to a magnetic charging connection, so that will go on there, but it'll only go on one way, so you can't put it on wrong. So it will go on like that. Voila. And that's how you charge them up. Let's have a quick look. It looks quite nice actually. Sam and Johnny, I think that says. Yeah? Yeah, quite nice. So they go in your ear to hold it firm, but the sound is coming from there. Yeah? Bone conduction. And there should be a little microphone. It should be a magnetic one, I think. Yes, it is. Now then. So that does the charging and it does the microphone. Voila. Yeah? So off, on, off, on. Simple. And we have two buttons on the back for controlling it, maybe for answering the phone, things like that. Let's just try and see how easy or how difficult they are to put on, because I haven't used one of these for quite a while and I've forgotten how to do it. I think it's something like that. How's that? I think. Feels quite comfortable actually. And then that, take them off again. Put that back on there. Right way up, Yorkie. Get it right. And that will go something like, how's that? Something like that. Hello, how you doing? Can I help you, sir? It's Bluetooth, by the way. It is a 5.2 Bluetooth. So it's got the latest Bluetooth as we speak right now. So it should be perfect for any connectivity, providing you've got Bluetooth, of course. It is an open air design for situation awareness, so hearing and sound. So perfect for, say for instance, you want to talk to your neighbour or the person sitting next to you. You don't have to take them off so that you can hear them. Even though it has noise cancellation, it still allows you to hear someone talking to you, which is quite clever actually. It is IP56 water and dust resistant. Now that means it's not waterproof. It is resistant to water and dust, okay? So don't go swimming with them. Up to 10 hours of battery life, again, perfect. Magnetic microphone for easy attachment and removal, as you've just seen anyway. Now, what are the benefits? The benefits of these, rather than, say, for instance, the ones you put in your ears, is good for business calls while still being aware of your surroundings. So it doesn't completely block out the surrounding. Suitable for workouts due to sweat resistance and open air design. Before I try them out, I'm going to give them a quick charge to make sure they're fully charged so we get the best experience. And then we're going to test them, see how easy it is to connect to a device. Now, something to bear in mind as well. Because they're Bluetooth, you can connect these to multiple different devices. So, for instance, your phone, your tablet, your PC, your car, and other devices. Anything that has Bluetooth that you can hear with, if that makes sense. I have to think about that one for a second. And they are very comfortable. Yeah, very comfortable actually. You know they're there, but I haven't had to make any adjustment. I just put them on. Job done. Right, let's get it charged up and then see how easy it is to connect to my phone first, and then I'm going to try it on my PC, because my PC has Bluetooth as well, and then we're going to use the microphone to do all the conversation with. Rather than this microphone, we're going to use this microphone, so we get a good understanding of what it sounds like. Now, something else to note is apparently the bass is not as good as in-ear ones. Apparently, I will be checking that out and I will be telling you exactly what I think of them and whether or not they are as good as the inner-ear ones as the outer ones. Yeah, we will see. Right, before I show you how easy it was to do a connection to Bluetooth, say for instance your mobile phone, which is what I tested it out on first, just thought I'd better tell you about the function button. So this is the function button, I didn't mention it earlier. That turns it on and off, but it also does other functions as well. Say for instance you're receiving a phone call. The way it works is, I think it's 2 presses, it will answer or it will disconnect, one or the other. But it also turns it on and turns it off, depending on how long you hold the button in for. And yeah, very easy to do, works extremely well. Now, Bluetooth connectivity. I'm not doing a tutorial on how to connect this, but basically all you need to do is wait till it's flashing blue and red. Yeah, that means the Bluetooth is active, and it lasts for, I think it read 5 minutes. So it's active for 5 minutes. After that, the Bluetooth will shut down. And it's extremely easy to find it on my phone, which you would expect. Yeah, extremely easy. And also, I did have a listen to some music on YouTube, believe it or not, and nice bit of bass. I was very surprised how good the bass is on these. I was expecting them to be okay, but it's very good. And yes, they are stereo, because I also listened to a left and a right speaker. Make sure it was in stereo, and yes, and they're in the right order as well. You know, the left is the left and the right is the right. That makes sense. Yeah, very good so far. Now we need to test out the microphone. Give me a second. So now I'm using the microphone that is here. Let me just see if I can tap it, see if it makes a noise. Yeah. So I'm using this microphone, and that's what you're hearing now. So whether it's good or not, I'm not 100% sure yet, because I haven't listened to it. Also, you might like this, you might not, but not only am I connected to my PC through Bluetooth, but also to my phone at the same time, because it does tell you in the instructions what you need to do if you want to connect to more than one device at any one time. Is you connect to one device, in this case my phone first on Bluetooth. Once you've done that and you're connected, turn off the Bluetooth on your phone and then connect to the next device, in this case my PC. And then when you've done that, you turn the Bluetooth back on, it will connect to that as well. Yeah, and it works very well. So I am actually connected to both at the same time. And yes, it does work very well. Now the volume up and down is on, where is it? There. You've got a plus and a minus, yeah? Plus and a minus. So whatever you're listening to, you just press it once. If you press it twice, say for instance you're watching a YouTube video, if you press the minus button, I believe it is, it will go to the next video, and if, or vice versa. If you press the plus one, it will go to the previous. I'm not sure which way round it goes, because I can't make my mind up which way round it's going. But yeah, and that works extremely well. I did have a little bit of trouble with the volume, but that was only when I'm connected to both at the same time. It seemed to get a little bit confused and didn't want to change volume on any. But when I was connected to either the mobile or the PC, I adjusted the volume and it adjusted the volume on them products. But when it's trying to do it to both at the same time, it can't. And also, it will mute. Say, for instance, there's a YouTube video there. I can't hear that because it's playing from the actual computer itself. So on the computer, I can hear that, but it won't adjust the volume because I'm connected to both at the same time. Does that make sense? It does to me. Now, I mentioned about the bass earlier, didn't I? You've got to make sure you've got a nice fit to get the best out of the bass, yeah, which is as it is now. And then when you listen to music with a nice bit of bass to it, you can hear. If you have it a little bit in the wrong place, it seems to have more treble than bass. But you get it right, it sounds very good. The other thing is, if you have it up too loud, you can actually feel it vibrating. It's quite weird, actually. Yeah, so I would recommend you don't have it up too loud because although it's not going in your ears, it's still not good for your ears, is it? Isn't it? And I quite like the instructions. They're a little bit, could be explained a little bit better, but overall they're pretty good. It tells you about the multifunctional buttons, tells you all about them, what they actually do. So they are multifunctional, whether it be the plus and the minus, which is up there, or whether it be on the side. This will actually pause it as well as turn it on and off. So if you're listening to something and you want to pause it, you just press it once. The same as answering a phone call. I did mention about that earlier. The multifunctions do different things depending on how many times you press it or how long you press it. Like if you want to actually turn them off, just hold in the function button and it will turn them off. So with that, yeah, they are very comfortable. In, in fact, they're so comfortable you forget they're actually there because they're not in your ears. Although you've got little things just going in your ears a little bit, the actual sound is not going in your ears, it's going onto the bone, and that transfers the sound, the audio, into your brain. That makes sense. So with that, gets my thumbs up. Let me know if it gets your thumbs up. As always, I will stick links in the video description in case you want to go and check it out. And also, if I can, I will get some sort of bonus discount for you, if I can. If I do get you one, again, that will be in the video description below. And if you have any comments or any queries, again, post them in the comment section below. So with that, if you like this video or any of my videos, consider subscribing, clicking on the bell to get notified, and giving me the thumbs up because it does help the YouTube to promote this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Ching ching.